Welcome to my channel Class Winner by Shri Shyam Books, All India number 1 skill books publisher. Alright, let's dive into Unit 6, Self-Management and Career Scope. In the crazy high-stakes world of healthcare, your most important patient is actually you. Today, we are gonna unpack the toolkit that'll help you not just survive, but really thrive in your career by mastering the art of managing yourself. So let's kick things off with a really important question. When your entire job is about taking care of other people, who is the very first person you need to manage? It might seem a little backward at first, but trust me, the answer is the foundation for everything we are about to cover. So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with that idea of managing yourself first. Then we'll get practical with setting smart goals and mastering your time. After that, we'll tackle how to think under pressure and manage stress, which is inevitable. And finally, we'll tie it all together to show you how you can take control of your career. Okay, first up, the first person to manage. Think of it like building a house, right? If this foundation isn't solid, everything you try to build on top of it is gonna be shaky. And this quote, man, it just hits the nail on the head. Your ability to be a great team member, to handle the pressure, to give amazing patient care, that doesn't just magically start the moment you walk through those hospital doors. It starts with how you manage yourself when you're off the clock. Now, this is a really key difference to understand. You've got self-management on one side, that's the what. It's organizing your tasks, your time, your priorities, but then you have self-regulation, that's the how. It's about controlling your emotions and reactions when things get intense. And guess what? You need both, no question. So how do you actually do this? Where do you start? Well, it begins by taking all that ambition you have and turning it into real concrete action by setting smart goals. And when we say smart, we mean specific, measurable, action-based, realistic, and time-limited. This framework takes you from saying, I want to be better at my job to, for the next 2 weeks, I will complete all my patient documentation within 10 minutes of every interaction. See the difference? One's just a wish, the other, that's a real plan. And getting it done is actually pretty straightforward. Just 4 simple steps. First, write it down, make it real. Second, know why it's important, that's your motivation. Third, set a target date to create a little urgency. And finally, break it down into small, easy steps so you don't get overwhelmed. It's a formula that just plain works. Okay, so you've got your goals, awesome. Now what? The next big hurdle is where do you find the time to actually get them done, right? Especially in a healthcare setting that never slows down. This is where mastering your time comes in. And let's get one thing straight. Time management is not about working harder or longer hours. No way. It's about working smarter. It's about taking control of your day so you can focus on what's truly important, which in the end means less stress for you and better care for your patients. It's a win-win. Want a super simple but incredibly powerful tool for this? It's the ABC method. When you start your day, just quickly sort your to-do list. Your tasks, those are urgent and important. You do those first. B tasks are important but not urgent yet, so you schedule time for them. In C tasks, they're not important so you can put them off. This tiny habit can bring so much order to a chaotic day. Alright, so you're managing yourself. You've got your goals. You're on top of your time. But what happens when everything goes sideways? Which, let's be honest, it will. That's when critical thinking becomes your absolute superpower. You see, critical thinking isn't just about knowing facts. It's that process going on in your head where you're analyzing information and making connections. It's about connecting the dots. You see a patient's vital signs. You hear what they're saying. You read the doctor's notes and suddenly you see the whole picture and can solve the problem right then and there. Yeah, it's not just one thing. It's a whole process. First, you're interpreting information on a chart. Then you analyze it, connecting the pieces. From there, you make an inference, a logical conclusion about what to do. You evaluate if your information is solid. Then you're able to explain your reasoning to the team. And the last step is huge, self-regulation, where you ask yourself, how could I have thought through that better? That's how you grow. Okay, let's be honest for a second. Working in healthcare, it's stressful. It's not a question of if you'll feel it. It's just a question of when. So learning to manage that stress isn't some soft skill. It's essential for your survival and your success in this field. But what if we could change how we think about stress? What if it's not the enemy? What if it's actually just information? It's a totally natural signal from your body telling you that something needs your attention. The goal isn't to get rid of stress, but to listen to what it's telling you and respond in a healthy way. So what can you actually do about it? Here's some really practical skills. First, you've got to pinpoint what's actually causing the stress. Then learn the power of saying no to things that aren't your priority. Sometimes it's just about changing your mindset. And of course, take care of your body, sleep, good food, a little exercise, and never ever underestimate how a little humor can break the tension. All right, let's pull all these pieces together. We've talked about a bunch of different skills, but the real magic happens when you see how they all work together as one big system that puts you in the driver's seat of your own career. So you've got your SMART goals, right? That's your compass. That's what tells you where you're headed. Then there's time management. That's what carves out the actual space in your day to move in that direction. It creates the opportunities to act. And finally, you have critical thinking and stress management. Think of these as your suspension, your shock absorbers for the bumpy ride. They give you the resilience to handle the challenges and keep moving forward no matter what. And all of this brings us to the most important part. We've laid out the tools, but now it's your turn. It's not about doing everything perfectly tomorrow. It's just about taking that one first small step. So think about it. What is the one small thing you're going to do today to take control of your career? Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.